In the last part, we saw 2 years passed, and Chu Xiao hardly had any information about the outside world and UNU. However, there were rumors, and also no one knew that the woman Chu Xiao, who was a living legend, was currently situated in a small city in the southern region of Tang. Running a small inn, she led a normal life, taking strolls at Jialing Lake every day and playing chess with the elderly folks to kill time. The sudden introduction of the element of simplicity into her life had caused her to forget about many things. However, from time to time, she recalled the story that she had told the young man in that dilapidated courtyard many years ago. That was, the king built a paradise for the woman he loved. There were many wonderful things there. Streams of water followed upwards, etc. That paradise ultimately became a wonder of the world, recognized by many, as it signaled the undying love between the king and his lover. Even if she remembered some of these memories, how would she be able to salvage the relationship that had been lost? After all, everything had passed. She is now on the way, and her group arrived at Xiao Ridge the next day. The streams followed down from above. The trees and flowers were dense, their leaves appearing a lush green. If not for the hurried state they were in, it would have been a great place to relax. However, on the evening of the third day, a torrential downpour delayed their journey. The mountain roads were muddy. On the afternoon of the fourth day, they arrived at Qinghen River with great effort, only to discover that the only bridge there had been destroyed due to the rain. Another group of people who seemingly wanted to cross the river were giving their best efforts to repair the bridge, but were limited in their progress due to manpower constraints.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got tired.
Xiao gave her hired bodyguards and horsemen 10 taels of silver each. The honest man, who could not hide their elation, instantly sought to join in the reconstruction effort of the bridge. A short while later, Pingan walked to the side of the horse and said, "Sister, someone from the opposite side was sent here to thank us." Chu Xiao, seeing that the other party had no intention to speak to her personally, answered in reply, "Go and tell them that since we are on the same way, there's no need to thank us." Mei Xiang, along with a few servants, prepared some porridge with meat. Chu Xiao saw that the people near the river crossing were quiet in their movements. The servants were busy repairing the bridge, while a simple horse carriage covered in green clothes stood under a tree. Under the evening light, the horse carriage glowed a bright red. As the winds blew against the carriage, raising the curtain slightly, a golden white pair of boots could be seen. Evidently, the person in the carriage was a noble of high status.
You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors.
Mei Xiang brought along some guards and called out to eat porridge together. Seeing that, Chu Xiao instructed her to give the extra porridge to the other party. Yet, when Mei Xiang returned, she was holding on a paper package. After opening up, one could see that it was filled with luxurious snacks and even 2 big pieces of beef jerky. That person knows how to repay favors. Mei Xiang smiled as she picked up a piece of pastry to eat. Chu Xiao frowned as she grabbed the piece of pastry. She looked at it for a while before she replied quietly, "It's not the same. Prestige we buy is of a middle grade. It's not a crispy one. This prestige will not be able to last a long journey. I think the other party bought it to eat along the way. It's better to be cautious. We don't know who those people are. Mei Xing, find a place to dispose of these things. Don't eat it." Mei Xing nodded in agreement as she replied, "Miss, you are right." After a long period where the thunder rumbled and the wind howled, the night descended back into silence. As the sky completely darkened, the bridge was finally repaired. The group of people seems to be rushing off. They sent someone over to greet Ping'an as they packed up and left. Chu Xiao was not willing to waste any more time. As the group of people crossed the river, she followed behind them. However, as they approached the river crossing, she saw the porcelain basin Mei Xing had used to prepare the porridge, standing alongside a patch of weeds. The porridge inside was untouched, as a few wild rats enjoying their slice of good fortune. Chu Xiao let the curtain of the carriage down. She leaned quietly against a soft cushion as she started to frown. Who were those people? Were they related to that matter? As Chu Xiao thought of the recent unusual movement among the imperial Muslims at Mei Mountain, she started to worry for Xiao Zhe. Hopefully, I am thinking too much. Thank you so much. Stay with me. Feel free to comment, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to like the video to inspire me so that I am able to continue the story. Thank you.